Good morning, children, and welcome to all of you in online classes. Dear students, we are discussing the fourth chapter of Vistas, and the name of chapter is The Enemy, written by one of the famous American writers and novelists, and her name is Pearlius Buck. Pearlius Buck was a renowned writer and novelist of America. She has written many books, many novels, or she spent major portions of her life in China. She spent her major portion of her life before 1934 in China only. She got many awards and prizes, especially she got Pulitzer Prize and Nobel Prize in literature for her excellent contribution and outstanding performance in the field of literature. Dear students, yesterday we discussed about the beginning portion of this lesson. In that we discussed that how the central character of this story, Mr. Sadao Hoki, spent his childhood days in the coastal areas of Japan. How he was very much attached and close to his father, or how his father used to take to the different natural places, to the beach, to the islands, or how he used to play there. His father was giving full time to him. Yesterday I have also told you that the chief concern and main concern of his father was his education, Sadao's education. For that he took a lot of pain, or motivated him from very beginning, and his aim and dream was that he wanted to make Sadao a well-known surgeon, a renowned scientist of Japan, or for that he did his best, or he provided all the facilities which were required to him. I have also told you that as an obedient son, Sadao followed his father blindly. Whatever instructions were given by his father, he followed them completely. Or finally, dear children, he succeeded in getting his aim and objectives. After completing his college education, for higher studies, for research work, his father sent him in age of 21 to America, or there he completed his research work, and finally he came after 8 years with Hana, one of the intelligent girls who impressed Mr. Sadao by her behavior, by her nature, and Sadao liked her, but he waited for the permission of his parents, his father, or finally he returned back and he married to Hana. Both Hana and Sadao, they were spending a happy married life, and fortunately and lastly you can say Mr. Sadao Hoki got the job in army There he became a doctor. He got the job there, and he was lucky that he was giving his services to the nation. Or when the Second World War started, or when the great powers of the world, America and Japan and other countries, they were fighting to one another at that time, the Japanese troops were sent to the different places out of the country even, but Sadao Hoki was kept at army headquarters. The reason I told you yesterday, in that because the general of the army, head of the army, was suffering from heart disease, there was some problem to him, or he wanted that the best doctor should treat him, or Sadao was one of the renowned surgeon, or he was efficient doctor. So the general trusted him and he kept him at army headquarters instead of sending him with the troops outside of the city. So he was living in Japan only. Oh, Mr. Sadao's father died after some years. Both husband and wife, they were spending a happy married life. They fortunately had 2 children also. Or one evening when both Sadao and Hana, they were standing and talking in their veranda and enjoying the beauty of nature, dear children, or it was the winter season, the whole area, coastal area, was surrounded with the mist and fog, or they were standing in their veranda and remembering their past days, that how they met and how they came near to each other and how they became the life partner. They were all discussing and remembering. At that time they saw something surprising in front of them. Or what was the surprising thing? I have to discuss. Dear children, when Mr. Sadao and his wife Hana both were standing, at that time they saw that something black came out of the mist. They were observing towards to the shore. They were observing to the coastal areas. Or at that time they observed that something black came out of the sea, or someone was thrown out of the ocean. They found that the powerful waves of the sea has thrown out someone out of the sea. It was that particular person who was thrown out. They thought that he was a fisherman. They thought that the particular person who was thrown out of the sea might be a fisherman, because in that locality, in that area, near his house, there were many suppose fishermen, or they used to go in the sea, in the ocean, to catch the fishes. So there was a possibility that the person might be a fisherman. But dear children, I want to tell you, after some time they found that the man was staggering, or when he hardly staggered and moved only few steps, the man who was thrown out of the sea, he only moved and staggered few steps. After that he fell down on the earth, because he was not in position to move, he was not in position to stand, he was not in position to walk. And one more thing I want to tell you, and after that, that particular man started crawling on the ground. He and dear children, he started crawling on his hands and knees. But unfortunately, he was concealed by the mist, or they could not see clearly that who he was. So after seeing all these things, there was a curiosity and eagerness in the minds of both Mr. Sadao Hoki and Hana. They wanted to see who was actually there and who was thrown out of the sea. Dear children, they firstly estimated in their mind that the man perhaps was a fisherman and he was washed from his boat. Or after that, they found, dear children, they knew that the man was badly wounded because he was not in position to stand and walk and to move. After few steps, the man fell down. So they estimated in their minds, both husband and wife, Dr. Sadao and Hana, they estimated in their mind that the man was badly wounded and not in position to walk. Finally, dear children, they observed that the man led motionless, or his face was in the sand. He was lying on his stomach. His face and body was covered with mud and sands. Or when they reached near there, they found that the man's clothes were completely wet. Even the old cap of that man soaked with seawater. After that, dear children, they decided to know about the identity of the man. Actually, who was that man? Who he was? Or when they turned his body, they saw that man was not a fisherman. That man was not of their race, of their country, but that man was a white man. Or when they checked his old cap, they found that the man was American. He was of American Navy, US Navy, because on his cap, US Navy was written. One more thing I want to tell you. His hairs were yellow and they were very long. Even his beards were also yellow and long. It seemed that from many months his hairs were not trimmed. So they found the curly yellow hair of that American soldier, long beard, that he was of US Navy. So both were very upset to see him, because that man who was lying on the ground was not of his country, not of his nation, not of his race, but he was the soldier of enemy country. Or they were very much upset to see. They wanted to throw him back into the sea, because the man was his enemy. The wounded man was his enemy. As a doctor, or as a human being, as a patriot, two thoughts were coming in the mind of Mr. Sadao. One, as a doctor, firstly he should save him and save the life of that wounded man, because he was war prisoner, and as he was running away, so someone shoot him, and due to that he was badly wounded, and blood was coming out also through that wound, or due to that excessive bleeding, there was a possibility that man could die very soon, or he was in unconscious position. That unconscious man lying on that seashore in front of Mr. Dr. Sadao and his wife Hana, the two thoughts were coming in their mind. Ki as a patriot, they should throw him into the sea and not to save him. But as a human being, as a doctor, one more thought came in the mind of Mr. Sadao, ki firstly he should save the life of that man. And then after, when his condition will be recovered, he will be better, they will hand over to the Japanese police and Japanese army. They will punish him. But in between two thoughts, Mr. Sadao finally reached at the point that firstly he should save. Though the soldier was of enemy country, but he should save the life. Though wife was also not in favor of that, but lastly she agreed. Dear children, or as a doctor, as a good human being, firstly he decided to give the first aid to that person who was lying near the sea and the blood was coming out. So for that he packed the wounds with the sea moss to stop the bleeding. As the man's body was stricken with the stone, especially the wound was stricken with stone, due to that the wound was opened and the blood was coming with pores outside. To stop the bleeding, excessive bleeding, Mr. Sadao, Dr. Sadao, he decided to pack the wound with the sea moss. Or in that he succeeded also. He succeeded in stopping the bleeding. Or after that, both husband and wife, they were in dilemma, they were in perplexual situation, what they should do, whether they should save or they should throw him back into the sea. The kindest thing to put the man back into the sea, not to save. But ultimately, the thought of humanism got victory over patriotism. Ultimately, as a doctor, he decided firstly to save the life of that person, and then after the further activity and further actions will be taken. Or both husband and wife, dear children, when they brought that man, when they lifted that man in their arm, they found that it was a very lightweight. And when they were carrying that man was in unconscious position, or he was very weak. even his hands were hanging, or only the skeletons were remaining in his body, bones only. He was as light as you can say bird, very light in weight. It was seeming to them that for many days he was not given food and other things to him, or due to not getting food and what all other nutritions, the man was very weak also, light in weight also, and he was badly wounded also. So finally they brought, or when they brought, dear children, they decided to keep in a separate room, or when they took him in the room of his father, Mr. Sadao, Dr. Sadao and his wife took that wounded man, took that white wounded man in his father's room. Or after the death of his father, the room was always closed. Or in that room, the things which were related to Sadao's fathers were kept safely. Or finally, they took that man in that room. Dear children, what happened after that? How they treated him? How they provided facilities to him? What was the nature and behavior of servants? How they reacted? We will discuss tomorrow, dear children. Thank you.